Hello everybody, welcome back to Tableside of Fire Bride. I am Lauren. In today's episode, we will be making the easy chocolate chip pumpkin bars from the Taste of Home Cake Mix Creations Cookbook. For those who don't know, last week, at the time of this recording, last week I had dental surgery, so last week was quite the roller coaster for me. So I'm feeling better. I'm wanting to bake something without putting a whole lot of effort into it. So we're going to go ahead and start working on these bars. Also, completely not sponsored, but for my coffee lovers, if you have not already tried the Bridgerton Toffee coffee creamer, this one is also really good. So yeah, if you want to pause the video and go make some coffee yourself or some tea, coffee's better, I'll be right here and let's go ahead and make these. So I want to go ahead and start off by saying that I don't have any spice cake mix. The recipe calls for that. But I do have white cake mix and some pumpkin pie spice. So I'm just gonna combine them. I know, it's not gonna be the same, but quick thinking. So, all right, let's get into it. To our mixing bowl, I'm gonna add in my white cake mix. To that, I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. I just made my own blend. If you guys want to see how I do that, just let me know in the comments. But I'm just gonna add a teaspoon of that. Boop. Now we're gonna add in a can of pumpkin. Then we're just gonna mix it up. I didn't feel like using the stand mixer. I just chose to do this instead. Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Now we're going to take our cake mix and put it in a greased 9x13 baking dish. Now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes. So we have the pumpkin bars out of the oven. They smell so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next we're gonna take 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. We're gonna melt them in the microwave. What I'm gonna do, which the cookbook doesn't say this, but I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, put them in the microwave to kind of help thin out the chocolate. So we'll be right back. All right, now that our chocolate is nice and melted, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of drizzle some little swirlies on it, kind of make it look pretty. So I'm gonna scoot you over and we'll start working on that. So after I drizzled the chocolate on, I just thought it would be better just to actually like make the chocolate even instead of the little splatter swirls or whatever you want to call them. So now I think it looks a little bit better than what it did. So we're gonna wait for this to cool down completely and then we're gonna try it, and it smells so amazing. And all right, we'll be back in a little bit. And we are back. I have Husbrand with me. We have our little cake. Mm-hmm. So, do you know what I made?
Is it like a pumpkin cake or something?
Yeah. So I made a pumpkin chocolate chip bar type of cake. So, just so you know, we did not have spice cake mix. Okay. So I took white cake mix and pumpkin pie spice and
Oh.
Just did that. So let's go ahead and taste it because I already have a couple things I want to say.
Okay.
It looks really pretty, like. Look at that.
That's really good.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Now this still,
I know.
like, this still scratches the pumpkin bread cake itch still, even though you combined a bunch of things, you know, in place of spice cake mix.
So this cake is only three ingredients normally. I did 4 ingredients because I made my own spice cake with the white cake and pumpkin spice. There is no eggs in here. It's straight up just the cake mix, a can of pumpkin, and chocolate chips. So, a couple of things. One, I want to definitely give this another try with spice cake, with the actual spice cake mix. I still think this is very good. Just kind of on a whim, doing what I had, using what I had, whatever. I think this would be really good to put into bread loaves and actually bake them in loaf pans. Next time, I will just add the chocolate chips to the top when they're out of the oven and just spread it when they're soft. Instead of trying to do a drizzle especially with olive oil to kind of thin it out.
Got it.
So I would absolutely make this again. So in the future, I would do those alterations. But this is a good cake. Like, this is a coffee, you know, get the girls over, make this. Oh, it is so good.
Yeah,
this is so stinking good. Easy pumpkin bread cake thing. It is very good. You have anything to say?
Yeah, it makes for a good, like, have it with tea or coffee, and in whatever form you do it, whether it's this one or closer to how the recipe directed, I would definitely want to have this again.
This is really good.
That's all for me.
Okay. So, thank you guys so much for coming back, hanging out with me as I made this cake. That is bomb. Absolutely amazing. Yes. If you want to see more videos, more content, make sure to subscribe, like, share the channel. Share the fun personalities that you have found. At this point, y'all know that you like me, so just, subscribe. But if you want to support the channel, my Venmo and Buy Me a Coffee information will be in the description. What he said. But you guys are awesome, and you guys just have a good day. Bye.